Welcome to the Grief City podcast. I'm your host, Nuella, and this is another episode of Griefy Tips because a little support can go a long way.
Welcome to Grief City.
Here is today's Griefy tip. Grief isn't just emotional, it's physical. Your body feels it too. Tend to those needs. I had this episode early on in the Grief City podcast called The Physical Pain of Loss. And in that episode, I shared a lot about how I had felt grief manifest in my body. As we have been facing quite a tough situation in our family with my in laws, I have yet again felt that grief manifesting in my body. Sometimes in the same ways, sometimes in different ways than it did, like after my dad passed. And a big one for me is that I always feel grief in my hips. My hips get extremely tight and my low back like stiffens up. And I am just like, I feel like this old woman who can barely move. So I recognized that recently when we got some sad news that was just, like, not great, and, I started recognizing, like, my hips are getting really, really tight again, after my dad had passed. Now I know. Now I know to pay attention to those cues and those signs and, like, stretch my muscles and stretch my quads, stretch my hips, like, try to relieve some of the pressure I'm feeling. And it's also a sign to me of, like, take care of your mental well-being, like, take some time to process. But sometimes it's new things that pop up and it's like, "Whoa, what's this?" And I realize, like, "Oh, it's all the stress, it's all the grief, it's all the, like, chaos going on outside of me." Like, about a week ago, I woke up and I had this, like, random rash on my neck and on my eye. I'm like, "What the heck?" And so I realized, like, "Oh, this is probably my body, like, my nervous system is really exhausted right now, and it's really worn down." So I just tried to tend to that and tried to tend to the grief and, tried to make space to let my emotions be released a bit more. Grief manifests in the body in so many different ways. I've experienced like really crazy stomach pain, like after my dad passed. It can be like restlessness, insomnia. It can be just like so much fatigue. There's so many ways that grief affects us physically. And I think it's very, very important when we realize that to start tending to those things because we've got this body, we've got to take care of this body. And the better we can take care of it and tend to those needs, the better we can process and heal through our grief.